All right, what's going on, everybody? It's another installment from the Entertain Nerds. Thank you so much for checking us out and making us a small part of your day. Hopefully, we can make it just a little bit better. My name is Carson Cornell. The guy on your screen to my right is the one, the only, my buddy, my co-host, Tyrell Shock is in the house. What up, Ty?
What's happening, Carson? How are we tonight, my man?
Pretty good, having a great night. Everybody, let's just real quick. Let's compliment Tyrell on his new camera. Dude bought in, got himself a new camera. Make sure you go down in the comments and let him know how you can see all the hair that he doesn't have on his head.
Yeah, I wanted you guys to be able to see the receding hairline, the nose hairs. I wanted everybody to be able to see it.
Put your Oakleys on for this one, guys. Put your Ray-Bans on. It's getting bright in here.
Yeah. No, I just wanted everybody to be able to see how goddamn ugly I really was.
Only a few bears in the cave there too, man. You're looking good.
I don't know. Those are eaters. I save those for tomorrow, dude. So,
bro, I have this theory that boogers are the cure for cancer. God put them right there for us, and we just. And...
I'm 33, and I have no cancer. So hey, I mean, I'm winning.
Case in point. All right, guys.
If anyone's ever done trial and error, it's this guy. So,
thank you for coming to our channel, watching us booger eaters, hang out, talk about movies and stuff. What we got for you in this video is, again, we're 6 days away from the release of Daredevil Born Again. Ty and I we sat down a little earlier and went through some of the reactions on X. If you want to see what we thought of those, make sure you go check out that video. Shouldn't be hard to find. We've only got like 2 or 3 on the channel at this point, so make sure you check that out. What we want to talk about here is there is this new villain that you've probably seen in the trailers, and I don't know the first thing about him. I know that his name is Muse. I know he looks scary as hell. And Tyrell, being the super nerd that he is, was messaging me all day today. Dude, this guy's a psycho. So I know there's other people out there like me who don't know much about this guy. So we're gonna learn together with Professor Tyrell Shock and tell us what he knows. And yeah.
Classes in session. Here we go.
Ty, what's up with this guy, bro?
All right. Well, I wanted to say first, a lot of people probably went into this show thinking it's going to be Daredevil and Kingpin, right? That's kind of what you expect from Daredevil. But
absolutely.
They actually said that those two won't be in a whole lot of scenes together, specifically because it builds up more anxiety for when they do have their scenes together. So we will not see a whole lot of Kingpin and a whole lot of Daredevil, and that's where Muse comes in. So Muse, he's an Inhuman, so technically he's dead. He's not alive. Cause of death, walking into fire.
He's an Inhuman.
He's Inhuman.
So hold up. Isn't like Inhuman? That's like wasn't there like a show called The Inhumans? Is that
there was? Yep.
So is this kind of is that a reference to that, or that's just not so much?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, living status, it says deceased, walking into fire is what he died from. I'm assuming they're going to keep it as real as possible. And he's going to just be a normal dude, kind of how we've seen shows do. They bring it to the real world. So
Inhuman is just another way of saying that he's basically deceased. Not alive. Yeah.
Yep. So,
continue.
So, no, yeah. You said this guy looks badass, dude. He looks badass. White skin, no mouth, no nose, blood dripping from the eyes. But not only does he look badass, this guy is a deranged son of a bitch. So his, I guess, archenemy would be a vigilante named Blind Spot, which, by the way, terrible name for a superhero.
I agree.
I was gonna fight crime, but he was in my blind spot. I don't understand.
That's what I thought when you said that too. What
might just be me,
name for a superhero?
Shitty name, but all right. So, okay, he's an artist, right? First ever mural that he does, he paints canvases with over 100 dead people's blood, and he sends this vigilante Blind Spot to the location. Blind Spot finds her, right? A couple weeks later, he defaces his own.
DS for short.
Yeah. So,
sorry.
I'm in. Let's do it.
It's accurate.
So a couple weeks couple weeks later, he defaces these same murals, dude, and he puts in the same blood, "You're only as good as your last performance." Okay. So he gives him an address along with this to send him to an apartment where he has 6 other Inhumans that he previously abducted, posing them with props as if they were performing mundane tasks, also dead. And this is when Daredevil kind of comes in. Daredevil is there at the second scene. He has his little Daredevil senses and realizes, hey, this guy's at the scene of the crime. He's watching us react with the bodies, and he confronts him on a rooftop, and that's kind of where they meet and everything happens between them. But yeah, dude, I just wanted to give that little front story of how deranged this guy's going to be. Like, over 100 different missing people, he did a mural with their blood, and then he has 6 other, not just humans, these are other superhumans, Inhumans, that he abducts and poses their bodies to do mundane tasks. So, like, what is mundane? I don't know. You could go
Mundane, like sweeping the floor, like stupid, like bullshit like that. Is that kind of what?
I was thinking like one pegging another, but maybe that's a little more than mundane.
Is that what mundane means?
I don't know. It doesn't sound it paints a dark picture, right? Like, if we saw this in the real world, we'd be like, where's Jeffrey Dahmer? Is he really alive still, or something like that? You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I think he's going to be.
Sorry. The definition of mundane: lacking interest or excitement, dull.
Oh, okay. So yeah, probably like you said, sweeping a floor, reading a newspaper.
Pegging is not mundane, by the way. That is extremely undull.
In my household, it's pretty mundane, but
it's just a Tuesday for you guys.
Yeah, what's today? Yeah. Wednesday. Yeah, so when I get off here with you, that's pretty much my Wednesday. So no, I just wanted to kind of shed some light on what we could expect in the season. And from the trailer, I mean, it looks like he's just a normal dude, right? He's wearing a white shirt with the overalls, where in the picture everyone's seeing, this is actually his skin. He's dyed white. His face is dyed white. He doesn't have ears, nose, mouth. I mean, he walked into a fire. That's how he died. So.
Oh, so in this, okay, because like you said, in the trailer so far, he's just wearing like a white hoodie and like a white mask.
Right. He looks like an actual, human being that's just committing crimes, right?
Right. But in this picture, you're saying in the comics. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying, yeah. In the comics, he's just that's him. It's like if the Joker fell in his acid bath and he came out and he's dyed white. This is the Joker of Daredevil. So
he doesn't need a costume. That's just his skin. He looks like a eyeless ghost, basically. So
yeah.
First of all, terrifying as hell. Like, great character choice. Obviously they can do a lot, but so it sounds like he's a psychotic serial killer obsessed with like art, basically.
Art. Yeah. So yeah. It's like if Banksy went crazy.
Right. So it'll be interesting to see what, like, okay, obviously a lot of the shows don't always follow the comics, and I would say out of the choices, like out of the times that the movies have decided to diverge, from the comics, I think most of the time it has worked out, but there's definitely some times where it hasn't. A good example I can think of is like Iron Man 2, where they obviously did the whole thing where like with like the Mandarin, and they made it so like I went into that movie, by the way, like I was excited to see the Mandarin.
No, they did that poorly.
Like cool villain, and they used him as this like this lie or whatever. It wasn't real.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that was a choice, obviously, where and that might have been from the comics, but point being, a lot of the times they change what the comics do. Obviously, visually, he kind of looks the same. So, we'll see. I'm curious, like, okay, is his motivation just going to be, I'm just going to kill as many people as possible because I'm a psychopath? Or will he have some kind of connection to our characters? Will he have connection to Daredevil? Or will he just be a guy, like, will Kingpin be enabling this guy somehow? So, regardless.
So I think a lot of
badass character. Go ahead.
yeah, I think a lot of what he wants is for his art to be seen, because that's another thing, that I've seen about him. He, they end up blocking off like one of his murals that's all blood, and he ends up getting pissed, and he uh, kidnaps the two police officers that taped it up, and he ends up like kidnapping one of the judges who are trying to sentence, like a shutdown of this area that he pretty much defaced with human blood. And so I think a lot of it is he's just like, I want everybody to see my art. But I mean, that's comic versus what we might actually get.
Yeah.
And another thing I was going to ask you, do you think that he will have any martial art abilities? Do you think he'll have any special powers? Or do you think he's going to just use a lot of things against Daredevil, like friends or family or just bystanders, really?
Yeah, it'll be interesting because, well, I was gonna say he kind of sounds like a Joker-esque character almost. Like he doesn't really like his motive is just to, like I said, to be seen and just kind of just to fucking kill people. So, um, I mean, I think he's gonna have to have some sort of physical like fighting ability to. Otherwise, I
Right.
think Daredevil just kicked the crap out of him. But
So just gonna splash like paint in Daredevil's face and like
maybe,
run away.
yeah,
I'm
maybe,
just wondering. We don't
yeah,
really see all we see in the previews is just kind of him getting his ass kicked for like
yeah,
half a second. So I mean, it's like I don't really know what to expect. And if they stick true to the comics, which we've kind of heard and seen on X that they might have in these first two episodes, like maybe he is gonna just be a deranged son of a bitch and
yep,
just use standards against Daredevil. Like, hey man, I'm gonna kill these people if you come in here. And he's like, just kidding, I was gonna kill him anyways. Who knows what we're gonna get out of him? But
yeah,
I mean, they're gonna make the show that much more darker by bringing him in as the villain. So
right. I really
excited,
love.
super excited.
Yeah, I really love when shows like, for example, say he doesn't have like he's not a good fighter or anything like that. I really love when shows find a way to like make characters that aren't physically gifted be able to like stand up against like intellectual like smart like oh that's crazy that like planning or whatever like yeah those are always the
Right,
most interesting ones. So
right,
yeah, we'll
yep,
see.
yeah,
So
and I mean, he's only been around since 2016, so he's a fairly new character to the universe. And I like that they're bringing in someone that no one really knows about or doesn't expect much from, at least. And maybe we're going to be awestruck by what this guy can do. So
yeah, I love it. I think I'm sure a lot of the references to like the bloody gory whatever it's got to be a lot of it because of this guy. So I mean just
for sure, for sure.
hell look at that picture. It's just
Hmm.
he's got like a palette with like blood on it. So crazy man. So
Yeah, what is
yeah.
that? Like a little piece of a face on there?
Is that what that is? Or like a skull or something?
Yeah,
I don't
I thought maybe it was like a strap on for pegging, but yeah, it might just be a.
All right, guys.
Got me wondering. All right, cool.
Thanks for
Hey,
watching.
that's
Go
all I
down in the
wanted to tell people
comments.
about.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to Tyrell for dropping the knowledge on us about this guy. I'm definitely more hyped than I was before. I was pretty hyped. So go down in the comments if you guys want, and let us know what your thoughts on this guy are. If you're excited, what you think they're gonna do with him, and we'll be watching. So yeah, that'll do it for this one. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.